Uh, okay, and we're going to start off with our resident product lady, Sue Worrell, the incredible NMD, who's a nutritionist, and she's been for over 30 years running clinics in Cardiff and in London, and she's been taking Juice Plus for over 20 years, and she knows absolutely everything about Juice Plus. And every you'll listen, even if you've listened to her, every month, you'll learn something new every single time. So get your pen and papers ready and ready to take notes. Are you there, Sue?
I am here. Yes.
Hi.
I share my screen.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's go for it. Let me know. Can you see the screen? Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, brilliant. Record. I got to say okay to the recording first. Okay, let's go. So what I want to do today is I want to completely reassure everyone just how absolutely amazing our Juice Plus product is. And that's not an American amazing, where everything is super amazing, fantastic. It really is honestly amazing. So my Juice Plus is my second business. I absolutely love it. I've been really busy with my other business and my business partners. Dad just died, sadly, and he's been at home nursing him for the last 3 weeks. It's been really busy, but I've still managed to do my PB, and I've still got orders coming in. So nobody should ever leave Juice Plus. It's just a wonderful place to keep going on, and the products are just above anything else you can ever get hold of. So I do a lot of networking, and I'm in networks in New York and in Dubai and in Sweden and in all parts of the UK. And I come across a lot of projects, and nothing on the market touches what we've got. And I'm going to go through why that is. Nothing touches it. No one has got the sophistication and the elegance of the product we are using, and how it's made and how it's grown and how it's delivered. So we know from the WHO, people keep saying cancer is the biggest killer in the world. It's not. It's still heart disease. If you get a diet that's good for helping your heart and vascular system be healthy, you'll get a diet that's good for everything. So I've always concentrated on looking after your cardiovascular system. And this is still the biggest killer and the most expensive thing that for all the health services and for health around the world in the Western world. Plants contain all the concentration of the numerous redox activity cells and the carotenoids and tocopherols and tocopherols and glutathione. And the glutathione is the mother of all antioxidants, and we make that in our body. And that's the backup for us if we get like toxic radiation or poisoned or really sick. But we cannot make that without fruits and vegetables. And that's where Juice Plus comes in. So when we eat fruits and vegetables and we look after our cardiovascular system, that affects every inch of our body. It affects our brain. So therefore, it helps protect us against things like Alzheimer's and dementia. And our brain has got its own system, but we still need to eat well to get to that system, to keep it working for us as best it can. It helps protect every organ in our body. And what we put in our body also affects every organ in our body. And the trouble today is we're eating too much of this. And it's really hard to avoid all of it. We're all of us here very, very, very aware of junk food and rubbish food. But you would be amazed at how the hidden ultra-processed items, ingredients are in our food. So I'm reading a book at the moment called Ultra Processed People by Chris Van Tulleken. And everybody should read this. It's a hard read, but it's a good audio book if you want to listen to some bits of that. And he explains what ultra-processed foods exactly are. And there's a couple of ingredients that is the hallmark of ultra-processed foods. And I eat something like a marzipan cake, because marzipan and almonds are my downfall. And I bought this IKEA cake and I ate it. In fact, I ate 3 of them. And then I thought, I wonder what's in that. I've been looking at labels, and there were over 50 ingredients. And not only were the hallmark ingredients of ultra-processed foods in there, but they were in there 3 times in 3 different ways. So what I'm trying to stress is it's really hard for us to cut out all of them. And they are going into our bodies all the time. And they've derived from places like coal tar and butane, and that's what they're made from. And they're like a horrible thick slurry, but they're made with flavorings and colorings, and then they get into our food and we don't even know they're there. So please read labels when you can. But what I'm getting to is this is how we should eat, and we don't, and we really can't. So if we can't, the next best thing is all our Juice Plus products. It took decades to discover all the vitamins. And then there are only 13 to 19 of them that are significant. And yet in fruits and vegetables, an apple has 4,000, and we think 10,000, sorry, and we think there might be 14,000 now. So all of these are contained in fruits and vegetables. So why are we trying to take them out? It doesn't work. We know it doesn't work if we take them out. So if we have the whole fruits and vegetables, that's how we keep our health. And this is what we want to eat. And this is what Juice Plus does. It grows these pristinely for us, and they are packaged in a brilliant way. So you get the synergy. The 30 that they've chosen is chosen specifically for the synergy of those individual fruits, vegetables, berries, and grains, and so that they work together. The phytonutrients in there protect us, and what it does in our body, creating redox cells and the oxidation and looking after oxidative stress, makes a huge difference. And we now know, some years ago, and John Eccles, a doctor, used to chat to us, give us great talks. He was saying that when there's a graph for Juice Plus showing just how good it is at relieving oxidative stress, but we know that it went up and then it dipped, and there's a reason they've been studying that dip, and is because we need the oxidation. We need it to happen because it's part of living. So that means we need them every single day, not just once in a while, but every single day. And I say to everybody, when you start to take Juice Plus, don't miss a day, because your body starts to run on a Rolls-Royce engine and then it suddenly misses it. So our products are grown. No one grows the products like we do. They're grown pristinely, they're grown very cleanly, and there's no pesticides or herbicides used. And they are then encapsulated into something called pullulan, which is fermented tapioca. And it goes into our body, and the nutrients get absorbed really quickly. And that is no gelatin. And the oxygen barrier and the moisture barrier on those capsules are better than the old gelatin capsules. So that's another reason. If you make a note and add up all these reasons why our product is years and massively scientifically above the rest, you'll be able to pass on that information to your potential customers. So when it comes to certification, we didn't used to have that. I took a guy to the Olympics, got a gold and 2 silver medals. Didn't have some of this then. But for sports and for people who are in competition, it's fantastically certified by Informed Choice. All of these, the capsules, the berries, the fruits and the veg, and the shakes and the omegas are certified. And it's very, very important for sports people. So if you've got someone in a team or individually competing, you need to reassure them of that. And then it's certified again by the top certification that we can get. And this is not easy to get. They're batch tested and very carefully scrutinized. We have got the most scrutinized product on the market. We really have. Oh, don't know what happened then. Sorry, just a second. Just bear with me, it'll come back. No, it's not. Sorry, guys, don't know why that went off. I can re-find it. For some reason it's crashed. Oh. Well, I think I've got it, just a second.
in the meantime, we could be putting some little
Got it, got it, got it. So sorry, never had that before. New one, sorry about that. So just pick it up where we were. So it's got the most actual scientific gold standard studies on it. You can look these up really easily. I'll flick past these to save a bit of time. And most important, if you don't know about this, go and look up the Juice Plus Science Institute. It is an amazing institute, and it doesn't just look at Juice Plus studies, it looks at all fruits and vegetables. This guy, Manfred Lamfreck, if you don't know about him, he was head of research at Graz University. He's been brought in to help bridge the gap between explaining the scientific printouts and summaries of the scientific studies to tell you exactly what that means when it's in our body and what it does for us. So do look at those and share them with people, because it is absolutely amazing. We know that we've got a big problem with our immune system since COVID-19, and there are all these studies published on Juice Plus immune system and how good it is. So it's not just our word, it's the word of these gold standard studies with top universities. We also know that there's all these other studies. There's a study on the immune health of people in hospital and how they recover when they have colds and flu. There's a study on the police force and the special units who are really high active, stressed people, the difference it makes to them. And students, we know it works for students. It works, and it's a dietary intervention study. So we know that it actually works in these people's bodies, and they're people from all walks of life. We also know it's good for old people. I'm pleased about that. So yeah, the immune function and the antioxidants are really there and really help anti-aging. So let's go through our other projects. You can look most of this up. I just want to go through something particularly on the shakes, and then I'll flick through the others. And that is that talking to James Saunderson earlier this week about this, and that is people go on about the sugars, okay? So it says it has 21 grams. I think it says 28 on the packet these days. And the 28 grams of sugar, some of that is from the milk, and it takes soya low fat milk as the instant. So that's the amount of sugar in the complete inside the milk as a shake. So you can take 12 grams of that out from the milk. So if you don't use a milk with sugar in it, or I use it with water most of the time, you've got less sugar for a start. And secondly, is that to enable us to say it's a meal replacement, we have to comply with UK standards. And UK standards say that we have to have that amount of sugar in it. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. So it's the same with the bars and the others. But the thing about all of them, a complete range, is that they are packed full of fiber. And even if they had 28 grams of fiber, they've got of sugar, they've got so much fiber in them that it counteracts that, and it makes them really slow release sugar. So they are brilliant for diabetics and pre-diabetics and anyone who's trying to reduce their not nice ultra processed sugars. The the complete boosters are really good. They have got something called glucomonum, which is like the konjac plant. It's not a pineapple, it's a root. And that's full of fiber again. And all this dietary fiber makes a difference to our microbiome. So again, it's very good for our digestive system. And when you have a good fiber, you have the bacteria in our gut has a better chance of growing the good bacteria. The omegas, can't say enough about them. They're just brilliant. The best thing about them is that they do not deplete our oceans of krill and fish, and they don't disrupt our oceans because the schizochondrium is grown outside the oceans. And this is an amazing source of the pure, best source of omega-3, which the fish eat to get their omega-3. And it's like anything else, like teams, when you say about teams, together, all the omegas in there are better than each one alone. And they also have added vitamin D, zinc, lutein, and lycopene. So look at the schizochondrium. You'll be very interested to see how good it is and what it is. Uplift. I'm drinking it this morning. I'm drinking it hot this morning because we had thunderstorms all night and it's cold. Can't say enough about that. It's just brilliant. It's a really lovely, long-lasting energy, and I love it. Some people don't like it. I love it. The Complete is really good for people who are exercising, particularly if they want to build good lean body mass, but it's also good for women who don't have enough protein, especially vegetarians, because the protein is soy. And that soy is a different animal altogether to the cheap soy you find in some milk and some bars with hundreds of ingredients on them. It is cold water washed and the proteins are carefully handled. So it's got all the 22 amino acids we need. And so it's a brilliant source of protein for all of us. And the other good thing is that it also, combining protein and vitamin C, makes good collagen. So if you want great skin and great connective tissue, add the Perform into your diet. You can look all this up. And finally, Tower Gardens, they just put the cherry on the cake, because when you see Juice Plus producing Tower Gardens, it gives everybody even more confidence in the rest of the projects. So that's me. Sorry about the breakdown.
Thank you so much, Sue. Incredible as always. And again, we always just learn some new things every single time. I don't know how you manage to pull them out of the hat every time. So have you got Simone here this morning?
I'm just looking for her now. She did have a problem. She was trying to get hold of her dad in Jamaica. So she said she might not be here. So I don't think she's got here. No,
Okay.
she'd have spoken by now. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, if everyone can say a big thank you in the chat to Sue, and also just put in your top tip. What did you learn this morning from her? I've been taking Juice Plus for 10 years this month, and I feel better than what I did 10 years ago. So I'm aging and feeling better. I used to always be feeling tired all the time and having my afternoon naps. And now I just feel like the Duracell bunny that just keeps on going. I love my Uplift. I've got it here now. I have a shake every morning or a smoothie bowl. And I take my capsules every single day. And in all that time, apart from 2 very mild COVIDs that I think most people got, which I didn't really feel that ill with. I've only had 1 cold in for 11 years. So I know that they're protecting my immune system. I'll never, ever stop taking them. When my parents were staying here with me this week, I just loved seeing them taking them. My dad's 80, my mum's 75, and I just love seeing them taking them and just knowing that they're getting all the amazing benefits as well. So the best gift that we can give ourselves is our products. And as usual, Sue did an absolutely amazing job.
I'm 3 years off 80 now, and I've got as much energy now as in my 30s.
Oh, incredible. Yeah, that's what it does. I never feel tired. Fantastic. So now we've got our, the heartbeat of Juice Plus. That's what I think everyone thinks about Simon Bowler. He is the most incredible man. He's what just drives this company. Everybody absolutely loves him. And I'm going to give you a bio, and it's a long one because he's done so much for the company, but I'm going to run through it all. So just hold on tight, right? So Simon Bowler is in Juice Plus Corporate. Simon initially started as a partner in the field with the Juice Plus company in May 1990. 32, well, no, it's more than 32 years ago now. And as the company expanded in Europe, he traveled extensively, living in Holland, Belgium, and France. And in 1996, he was invited to join the Juice Plus corporate team. After an 8-month period of living in Holland, he became the general manager of the Juice Plus company office for the UK based in Maidenhead, Berkshire. And a year later was promoted to the position of regional sales director. In May 2017, he became the vice president EMEA sales and was responsible for supporting sales activities in the 16 EMEA countries that Juice Plus operates within. From the 1st of May 2020, it was promoted to the Vice President Global Partner Relations, where he plays an important role in helping regional sales directors, managers in their regions around the globe, and helps deliver the company mission, values, and vision for the future as he travels around the Juice Plus world. And he certainly does. He's always on a plane if you follow him. In May 2022, he was promoted to the Chief Partner Relations Officer in EMEA. He lives in Berkshire near the King, and he's married to Annette and has 2 healthy Juice Plus teenagers. I think they're older than that now, are they? Falkout 19 and Jade 22. And Simon today is going to be sharing why I am so passionate about the Juice Plus company. Are you there, Simon? I hope so after that. Simon?
What amazing timing. Look at that. Literally,
Yay!
I've just come on this split second.
Hi, Simon. Welcome.
I've been in the depths of winter this morning. I've been rowing on the River Thames, and it was absolutely brutal. Came back like a drowned rat, freezing. Anyway, great to be here today for a few minutes. And I said to James, I need to be on a little bit earlier because I've got to shoot off. But great to see everybody. So yeah, first and foremost, I want to welcome everybody, new person that's joining this business. If you're joining, you just joined in the last month, put number 1 in the chat. It'd be great to see. Fantastic. And a lot of familiar faces on here. Good to see you, Nikki, Sue, great to see you, Chloe. You had a great meeting the other week. Hans, my friend. Vinny, how are you doing? Torsten. That's what I love about our business, is the great community with Juice Plus. Howard, good to see you, my friend. So lots of things happening with the Juice Plus company, but I think probably most people know that I've been involved now for a long time. I mean, Victorian times I got involved. And like James, 1990. But I started in the business as a partner, and I feel so thankful to find this business in the early days, in my early sort of 20s, and gone on to do some amazing things. Been in the business for, 34 years now. And yeah, I just feel blessed every day, really, because what also I think, my age, probably James and Nick is the same on this one. Health is very important to all of us. In your latter years, it's probably the number one. Your young years, your 20s, like my kids now, you think you're going to live forever. I mean, that's the bottom line, isn't it? But obviously we're not. And it's just, I feel so thankful to be healthy and to be able to do the things I want to do. Very important in life. And a doctor said to me on Harley Street years ago, he said, Simon, he said, you guys have got more power than me as a doctor that studied for 10 years in this industry. And because you have the ability to go out and touch literally thousands of people to help them with the health and the wealth. So that's a bit of a reminder for you, the power you have in your hands. So a couple of updates on the company at the moment. I mean, we've had a tremendous year. It's been an incredible year from what's been a couple of difficult years, lots of changes in the management. Just direction in the company wasn't great. But now we've really got the power back, power of the community, power of the products, internally the power of the company. I mean, we're sort of like an 8-cylinder engine that's starting to get onto to 8 cylinders. I say we're on 6 at the moment, right? But we're definitely on with 3 or 4, maybe a year ago. And the machine is on the move. It's not perfect, but we've got lots of great things happening. You probably heard about a digital transformation. We've got a very old, archaic system that's 1970s computer system, like a lot of banks and like a lot of supermarkets. They've still got an old system that they're built on. And really what that stopped us, it stopped us allowing us to do so many things digitally as we got into the social media world, that you guys, it's going to be incredible once we launch. It's going to be bumpy for a month. But once you get into it and you've got things like Apple Pay, right, you've got, okay, this look, hey, love it. I think I've got some balloons coming up in a minute. Some balloons started the other day. You've got things like, you've got figures in real time. So you get a customer on the system, you will be able to see literally within minutes that volume turning up on your system that you can look at. And we're going to start rolling out this next week, details how the back office looks, how it's going to work for you. It's going to be so much simpler, and guarantee it's just to get into new countries going forward. It's just going to be so much easier for us. So it's just great to get into that world. Then we've got new products coming as well, which is fantastic. We'll be launching a new product, Luminate, in November at the Power Days. We launched it in Indianapolis. That's a brain cognitive product. And it's really flew over in Indianapolis. We sold out in a week. It went on to back order straight away. And we're going to be launching that for you guys. Got lots of adaptogens in there, great things like rhodiola, lion's mane, some real funky, fashionable adaptogens that are really hot on the press at the moment when you look through social media. So that's going to be coming for you. You know, new products bring new energy and they bring new people in the business as well. So there will be new NMDs going just from that product on its own. That's going to be starting over in November. Then we're looking to launch a new product in the spring as well. Can't really tell you about that yet, but a couple of products a year now going forward. That's where we're going to be looking. And our focus really is to become, you know, the most successful plant-based nutritional company in the world. And that's it. And hardly anybody's heard about Juice Plus. In fact, Travis Garza, our CEO, says, we are the best kept secret out there. Well, we don't want to be that, do we? We want to go out there and where everybody goes, oh yeah, Juice Plus, I've heard of that. And some people say to me, are you still doing that juicy juice stuff? I said, of course I am. Absolutely. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? But anyway, listen, what's happened over the last 6 months since January, we've had about 6,000 promotions, 1,000 a month. We've had lots of people hitting the upper echelon of promotions as well, which hasn't been happening. But now all of a sudden that's coming through. We've got 20 new NMDs, 8 IMDs, 6 EMDs, 6 PMDs, 2 new PMD plus. That shows you that the system is working. So if you have got want to get to the dizzy heights of this business, you can. That's it. The formula's starting to come back into place. And it's really exciting. And we've got now about 135 days away from your big convention in Dublin for the Power Day. If you're not going to Dublin, get yourself booked, right? That's it. Because guarantee, if you're not going, your team won't go. Our business is one of that. You've got to lead from the front. Speed of the group is dictated by who? The speed of the leader. That's it. If you sit down and watch Coronation Street and EastEnders all week, your team will do the same. So you've got to lead from the front, but you could literally have anything that you want from this business. I know people that are gypsies, right? And they follow the sun around the globe, right? Because they can. That's, you know, if you want to go and live in different countries, take your family over there. If you want to do more traveling, you want to do some special things for your grandparents, and it's going to buy you time in the future. That's the great thing about it. I mean, I've seen so many leaders do some amazing, amazing things. And it's probably one of the few businesses in the world where it allows the average individual to make well above the average income, because it's all based on effort. It's not based on whether the boss likes you, right? Whether you've got nice teeth, one eyebrow, beautiful hair, tall, small, right? What religion you're in, whether you've been to a good school, whether you can read or write. Basically, it's a computer that is measuring you. That is it. That's a computer that says, yes, you've done the volume. Bam, you're going to be a national marketing director. And you get that juicy, that beautiful bonus with it as well. So times are really good. Like I said, we're not perfect as a company, but we've got some amazing key people coming in around me. I've been in a marketing meeting on Thursday. We've got a lady called Gina Guru who lives in Miami. She's actually British, lived over there 25 years. She's been with some amazing brands. She's just hired a guy for our creative studio in London, a guy called James. He's worked with some amazing brands, Harrods being one of them. Avon, who was global brand director for Avon years and years ago. So we've got some real great talent coming on board that Travis has been working on for a while. You've not seen it, but all of a sudden that's starting to come, you know, and you're only as good as your team. We're no different as a company. So we've got to have the right people there to go and do some amazing stuff with. That's probably all from me today. I've got to go and shoot off. So I'm going to hand back to our beautiful hostess. Is it Lena? You're doing the hosting?
It's Paula.
Oh, it's Paula. Sorry. Right. I'm going to go back to Paula. Right. Great. But great to see you all. Lots of great friends on here. The good times are in front of us, not behind us. So go and get yourself some big hairy goals and get onto these incentives. Who's done a new SP for this 100-day business builder, right? You've got until the end of August. Why not you be a winner? Come on, I want to see you getting some recognition in Dublin on that big stage. You can do it if you believe in yourself. So over to you, Paula. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Simon. Amazing as always. Thanks for sharing all the excitement.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. So if everybody can just say what they or the top tips from Simon. I mean, I'm so incredibly excited about this new product, the Luminate, and I'm really, really hoping and praying it's not going to be replacing Uplift. Do you know anything about that, Sue? It is. No, it isn't. Okay, great. Because I can't live without my Uplift, but the Illuminate sounds
No, I don't know. I'm just messaging Simon now and asking
okay
him
to
that.
check. Okay, all right. But I know I've heard some amazing things from the States about that. So yeah, lots of
Tried
excitement.
it. I have tried it. I've tried it.
Oh, okay, good. Do you like
It's
it?
slightly different to Uplift. It feels different.
Yeah.
So I think they could go alongside each other. It's up to them, obviously. But yeah, it's great. It's great. It's another great project.
Yeah, so imagine the brain power we're going to have if we have an uplift and then followed by Illuminate. We'll be like,
Yes, it will
whoa,
be seamless.
the capsules. So
when are we going to get it in the Nordic country? We don't have it.
I think he said it's going to be launched after Power Day in Dublin. So later in the year, November. So incredible excitement from Simon with the whole corporate team, the new products and everything. So, it's all systems go with the company. So we just have to, they're putting it all in place. And I'm really excited by the Apple Pay because, sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge putting in the orders when you have to get all the security things. So if you can do that, that'll be incredible. So let's move on to our next speaker. We've got Viney Lagani. I hope I said that right. He's an SSC in the business, and we've been friends for many, many years.
Many years.
Are you there? Hi. And
yeah, I'm there.
I never knew this about you, so I'm going to read it out now. It's a clinical and I can't even read my own writing. Organizational psychologist,
Yes.
certified NLP trainer,
Yes.
mental coach, teacher, brain
Yes.
food and longevity expert, and
Yes.
podcaster. Absolutely amazing. And
Yes.
you're going to be sharing today in my daily focus to make a fortune.
Absolutely, absolutely. But first, let me tell you, everyone, I'm so excited about Luminate coming to the European countries because, as far as I'm informed, they've got an Ayurvedic product in it called Ashwagandha. And Ashwagandha is there to strengthen your mind and a few different things also. So really, really get excited about that one. So yeah, let's talk about the daily focus to make a fortune. What's it all about? Let me put out a question to you all, just very quickly. What do you think is the key ingredient to success? What do you think? Just give me 1, 2, 3 answers. Anyone? Consistency, okay? Okay. Okay, passion. Love it. I love all your answers already. Energy. Okay, there we go. Energy. Mindset. You're all correct. You're all correct. But the most on top thing, which I've seen, I believe in, is your emotion, right? Your emotions. And let me tell you how emotion is built up and why emotion is the fundamental, base of everything in life. It's no secret, basically. But it's an ingredient, most important ingredient. Yes, emotion or emotions, better to say. Okay, so first of all, you've got to create your why. What excites you? What is it? My first why was I wanted to see my kids grow, right? I was in the Juice Plus business and I did my vision board. I did my, wish letter. And on it was, I want to get married. I want to have a beautiful child and I want to see it grow it up. I'm not a 9-to-5 guy. I always was self-employed, right? Because my family was self-employed all the time. So, and my second why just came in lately and I'm totally fired up. That's why the why is so important because it fires you emotionally up, right? And it's to create a total freedom of our health system. And that's globally. That's globally. If you want to stay healthy, you always got to invest yourself. And that's the bottom line. I don't have to go deeper into that, do I? Okay. So, and how do you feel what you do, right? And are you excited about the product? Yes. Are you excited about the company? Yes. But what is on top on that, what excites you? And for me is Juice Plus is giving service to people on every level, mentally, psychologically, financially, health-wise. So that is what happens when you fire up your emotions into what excites you, and you get an energy shift, right? So where focus goes, energy flows. That's a quote from Anthony Robbins. So get excited about your life, whatever it is, right? And put Juice Plus into that. And then live the vision. Just live the vision. Create the vision. Create the emotion. Make your vision alive, right? And I think that is really what, you know, a lot of successful people experience too, and what they say, like Oprah Winfrey, she says, create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life, because you become what you believe, right? So you got to be excited in what you believe. You can have a mindset, you can have everything, but if you're low in your emotions on the things you're looking at, it won't get you anywhere. Of course, you can have low days. I have my low days. So what I do, I just give in. I lie down. I sleep, right? But then I take uplift. Why is it called uplift? Exactly. Sue, you're smiling. I love that. You understand what I mean? Why is it called uplift? Exactly. That's why it's called uplift, because it lifts you up, right? And excites you. It makes you clear in your head. And that's why I'm so excited about Luminate coming to our countries, right? So, and be authentic on who you are. Don't play anything or anyone else. You are not, because authenticity attracts like-minded people, partners, clients, and customers. And that's very, very important. And let me close this. And I hope you get this emotion and you get this excitement I'm trying to transport here to you. The excitement of what you're doing, the service you're giving to people. So this is what I truly believe in this. And this is a quote by Zig Ziglar. And it says, fear has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. And same here with our products and our business. The choice is yours. How you feel about what you do daily, how you can help people. And I think it's so fantastic. And I'm exploding inside to help so many people I see. You see, but it has to resonate with you. The people have to resonate with you emotionally. Otherwise, it won't work or won't last long. Okay. So I want to hand over for the next 2 minutes. Paula, if you could introduce Paula. She is one of my new teamies, and just listen to her excitement. Thank you for listening.
Viney, that was absolutely incredible. What energy you've got. Absolutely amazing. I've written a whole page there with just...
I'll send you my summary of my notes I've
yes, please.
done
yes,
for
please.
this, so you can spread it around.
Okay, great. So everyone say a big thank you to Viney, and we're going to move on to his guest, Paula. Are you there?
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paula. And I would like to share my personal journey with recovery and revitalization of which I have experienced with Juice Plus. After a few months back, I was at a low point on my life. Undergoing a surgery, my energy levels were extremely low, both mentally and physically. And I gained a lot of weight. And my routine regarding nutrition were non-existent. This was when Mr. Lugani introduced Juice Plus to me. Within a few weeks after taking Juice Plus, I have noticed a significant improvement in my energy level. And I was losing some weight as well, which makes me happy. And I just can't focus on my day-to-day activities. But after taking Juice Plus complete shake, Juice Plus capsule, and obviously Uplift, I just can focus at least my day-to-day activities on that time. Juice Plus also plays a crucial role for my mental health also. I found that time myself thinking more positive way, more clear in my day-to-day life. And also Juice Plus helped me to manage my weight. That was a big concern that time, obviously. And also it helped me to maintain my balanced diet with a reliable source of nutrition. And over the time, Juice Plus helped me to establish a good eating habit, eating routine, and also to maintain a healthier lifestyle. Actually, I that time suffered a lot for my surgery recovery, and Juice Plus helped me just really just unbelievable way. And Juice Plus is life changer for me because Juice Plus helped me to regain my confidence and also to make me more energetic enough to support my recovery process after surgery. And obviously, I definitely recommend giving Juice Plus a try. And for me, actually, Juice Plus is vision to change life. And I'm really satisfied with Juice Plus. I'm really thankful, obviously, to Juice Plus. And yeah, it's really a great journey from last 6 months. It's really great, actually. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much for sharing. I mean, you basically mentioned every single part of your body has been improved, you know, from your mental health, your weight, your energy, absolutely everything. So incredible. So, and a thank you to Viney for introducing you to the products as well. So if everyone can say a big thank you to Paula for sharing her a wonderful testimonial. Thank you so much. And I'm really happy you got so much success.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And did you have another guest, Viney, or is that we're done now? Okay.
We're done now. Absolutely fine.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you, everyone. And I'm going to hand you
Thank you
over
for having
to
me.
Erin.
Thank you.
Not sure if Erin is on because she may be driving down to, well, she is driving down Cornwall at the moment, to Newquay, the Rhino event in Newquay. So, Chloe, are you ready to come on?
Always, James, always ready.
You are amazing. You're amazing. So I'm going to introduce you, and I'm hoping that Chloe will be joining us, excuse me, at 11 from Newquay. So so I'm going to introduce Chloe to you now.
You introduce me, James. I know you mentioned that I could have a couple of speakers today, one after Simon. Could I have Lena just share 2 minutes as a nutritionist?
Yes, that would be amazing. Please, yeah.
I've been working with Lena for 5 years and she's a registered nutritionist, and she is like, honestly, other than Sue, I don't know anyone with as much product knowledge. So I'd love to hand over to Lena just to share a little bit about why she's so passionate about the products.
Hi everyone, thank you, Chloe, that's very sweet. Thank you to all the lovely speakers. It's always thrilling to hear all of you. And Viney, I met you in Madrid, we said hi, so really nice to see you on the guest list. Yeah, so Chloe introduced me to the products 5 years ago, actually 6 years ago, and I took a year to read everything and look everything and Google everything and be skeptical about everything. But my heart was telling me that this is too good for most people to understand. And I remember Sue said this on the last meeting. So my pain point is that I come from Cyprus and I came to England in 1998, and I've been cold forever since I came. And I came here to study podiatry. So I was, that was my career for 17 years, working for the NHS. My pain point was that I went to Sainsbury's to buy fruits, vegetables. I remember buying courgettes, cucumber, tomatoes, and lettuce. And I came home to make a salad, and I could not taste anything. And having been brought up in Cyprus, where we grow everything from the ground seasonally, clean, no pesticides, no chemicals, no plastic packaging, always plant ripened, I was very upset. And I called my dad and I said, what is going on here? Why am I not being able to taste these vegetables? And he then opened my eyes on the global chain, on the cold storage, on the, waxing of I was absolutely horrified to hear all of that. So then when I was studying in I was working as a podiatrist, I was seeing people with chronic disease, rheumatoid arthritis, type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, non-healing wound ulcers, which would often end up with an amputation. So this was my role. But all I wanted to ask people is, what are you eating to help your body to heal from within? Because we would be putting on these expensive dressings and iodine dressings and this and that, but within that person, what are they eating? And whenever I asked them, they would say a cup of tea with a bit of cake and this packaged food and some baked beans on toast. And I was just crying inside. And I thought, where are the fruits and vegetables? So then this painful journey I had ended up misaligning me from my role, and I retrained as a nutritionist. And since then, I'm looking at people's diaries, what they're eating. I work with my husband, who's an endocrinologist. So we help people to, focus on the pillars of health. And when I met this concept, I thought, wow, everybody can benefit from this, no matter how clean your diet is, especially if you think you're eating cleanly like myself and my kids. It's just not good enough. It's not. I spend a fortune on food and I know it's not giving us the nutrients that we need. And if we try to grow outside, the weather is just not what, you expect it to be. So it's very, very difficult. So I invested in the Tower Garden. I invest in the capsules for all of us every day. And it just gives me that breath of fresh air that I'm putting in something very dense in nutrition in an easy way. The kids have it, and I know on a weekend it's going to be a horrible day food-wise for them when they're out and about. So it gives me a little bit of breath, fresh air that I have these. And also in clinic, we see fantastic results. The people who decide to invest in Juice Plus, they have a much better outcome because they're reminded every day to just look after their body and to be mindful of what they're putting in. And that book, the Ultra Processed People, absolutely, I recommend it to everybody to read, because it's our own duty to look at labels and to not just be trusting what the food industry is telling us. We need to be very mindful. And the Juice Plus just bridges a huge nutritional gap in our diet. So yeah, thank you, Chloe.
Thank you, Lena. Yeah, she says she teaches more about the products than I probably know, actually. So yeah, it's fabulous to be able to work with such high caliber sort of nutritionists and health practitioners, and that's very much sort of how our team is building, which is an absolute joy. James, sorry, I need to hand back to you.
I'm going to introduce you now.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, so Chloe Myers, QNMD. I'm very privileged to introduce Chloe to you now. Chloe's journey with well-being, nutrition and self-care began in 2013 after suffering with hormone imbalances and aggressive acne for 20 years. Wouldn't believe that, to look at her. Following a recommendation to use our amazing capsules whilst pregnant from her health practitioner, Jeff Montague-Smith, she's never looked back. Chloe is a busy mum to 2 young boys and now as a QMD and 7 years with the company. She has a global capsule-based business with Juice Plus. Imagine that, incredible, isn't it? And is on a mission to help other busy, overwhelmed and exhausted people to look and feel at their very best again in a simple, effective, fuss-free way. So everybody, it's my great pleasure to introduce you, Chloe, and she's going to talk to us about the compensation plan.
Thank you, James. It was great hearing Simon's stats today, because I'm hoping to be the UK's next NMD. I'm touching distance of it now, so it'd be amazing to be there for Dublin. So we'll see. But to be able to work with people like Lena is amazing. So the compensation plan. So as James said, I've actually been with the business since 2015. So 9 years now, not 7, and still gunning for NMD, which is been sort of a huge goal of mine, because that's the amount of people you'll be impacting is massive. And the compensation plan is always something that my upline Jeff explained to me from day one to really understand, because I think a lot of people really want to make money quick at the start of their business, and then after 3-4 months, when they're not making enough to leave their jobs and things, then they're like, oh, well, I'm out, this isn't going to work. And what I've always understood is that this business pays you the longer you're locked in through your commitment and your marriage to the company. I always say this is a marriage, it's not a one-night stand. So treat it as such. You're going to have the ups and downs, but as long as you understand the bigger picture, the goal, the mission of what we have to inspire healthy living, then you should never really waver. So when I sort of talk about the business model to people, I just kind of show it in a nutshell. So I'm sure some of you have seen this already, but I'll just share it with you now. So hopefully you can see my whiteboard here. And I always just explained that we can't put Juice Plus in a shop, because if this is going to sit on a shelf next to loads of multivitamins, you know, man-made extracted synthetic ingredients next to Juice Plus, which is a food product, you're going to have a big cost implication and people aren't going to understand it. So we need to educate this into the hands of our customers. So this is what the company saw, was that, well, to get this into our lovely customers who hopefully will become customers for life. And my first premium customer in 2015 still takes the products today. The company needs somebody to kind of educate this to people. So that's me looking very slightly disfigured there, but anyway, yeah, hair. And so we just go out and we just share the benefits of the products. We share our stories. We share a little bit about the research and stuff. If the customer wants to sign up, they order directly with the company, because you get your own virtual office and your own website, which is global. The company ship it straight to the customer, and then they pay us a commission. And that's the first way that we get paid, is commissions. And hopefully you all know that we get between 10 and 20% on the point volume of your products. So that means that if somebody's on the premium, these are your 3 pots, it's worth about £46 every time that ships out, which is 3 times a year. Okay, so each customer could be worth about £150 to you a year. You have 100 customers, 10 customers, that's an extra £1,000. You have 100 customers, you know, makes a big difference every year. That's some nice holidays. And of course, the reason why we use people like us is because it drives the cost of the products down, because we're not having to pay, I mean, it'd be quite nice if he was one of our ambassadors, but we don't have to pay David Beckham in a loincloth to flounce around and look very handsome. So we save a lot of money through celebrity endorsements. We don't have the 50 to 90% markup in the shops, so that drives the cost of the products down. We don't pay on loads of advertising and stuff. We just use us. So I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe there is, for distributors throughout your compensation plan, there's about 37% of the cost of the products is given to us as distributors to do all the endorsements, the advertising, the education, and the distribution. The sale, point of sale to the customer. The rest of the cost on the product is on manufacturing, growing, and distributing it. And of course, to have our head office and our customer service team and things like that. The second way we get paid is then to teach people what to do, and we earn up to 10% on that. And then as we teach more and more people what to do, this is where we access the greatest part of the business. And most people think, well, it's only 5%. Well, it's up to 5%. So it's kind of split into 2 and 3%. It might look the smallest, but that's where the real opportunity is. The longer you stay in the business, the larger you can create your network. And then just like your boss at the end of the year, if you're lucky and you've had a great year, they'll pay you a cash bonus whenever you have, you know, some, success that you can look at. So the different positions that we have is a mark of your success per se as you grow. And the company offer 119,000 in cash bonuses. And that starts on day 1 for you. So people can come in, place their orders, help a friend or a loved one, and on day 1 they can earn £80 cash bonus. So it's the same opportunity for everybody coming into the business. So going back to the teach to teach and the networking bonus, I always say, well, what I've got here is me, and then that's a bit big, and then here I've got Lena, and I've got, say, Jeanette, and then I taught Lena what to do, and she's now an absolute guru of knowledge. So Lena has then taught Lucy, who's another podiatrist, what to do. Lucy's just gone Partner Plus. So we get paid up to 10%. So Lucy starts at 10%, Lena's on 20%. So she gets 10% to hold Lucy's hand and support her. And as Lucy grows and gets better, that training allowance gets smaller because you don't need as much support. What Jeanette's done is she's brought in Susie, who's not on the call today, but I'm sure you'll be hearing from her, I hope, in Dublin, because she's absolutely rocking it. Susie started the business as a Partner Plus as a partner in February. She didn't get to work until March, where she went Partner Plus. And between March and today, she's gone Partner Plus, SP, SC, and QSSC, all on capsules just since March. So it's absolutely incredible. Now, Susie has brought in Joe. Joe has brought in Ma, who we are going to hear from in a bit. And Ma has brought in Marina. So this is how my team looks down this one leg of the business. And we get paid on 5 generations of business, right? So Susie's qualified her business, Jeanette's qualified, Joe's qualified. So that's my 3rd generation. but Ma isn't qualified yet, or Rowena, they will be. But you get paid, say if this person here becomes your 4th generation, you get paid on all this open volume in the business, and that's up to your 5%. So I'm getting 5% on the whole volume of what all of these people are doing. And Susie did 8,000 points last month in June. And I get 5% of that, because without me lighting a fire under Jeanette and teaching her so well, Jeanette wouldn't be able to teach Susie, and so on. It's a little bit like Mariah Carey getting paid your royalty every Christmas for taking over the radio station. So every time she sings on the radio, she gets paid a royalty. So that's what the company do. That's the networking bonus. And you get paid on all of this volume within your business. And that's where the power comes. And this is why we never promise, you know, fast income, you know, get rich quick, any of that stuff. Any business that offers you that, for me, is suspicious. It's all about coming in, building solid, building strong, working with great partners, teaching them what to do, and then duplicating that down. And if you stay the long game and you have all these wonderful people coming in and you create this little web of brilliant partners, and I work with about 100 partners in my business, and if you build capsules and solid, then those capsules ship out every 4 months, so you create passive leveraged income. That's where you can really unlock the full potential of the marketing plan. And that's it from me on that. But yeah, I'd love to hand over. Mar's on the call, Marcella. She's very new to the business. She's absolutely brilliant. And I just wondered, Mar, if you would just share for a couple of minutes your excitement about the products and building within the business.
Yes, of course. Thanks, Chloe. Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Good. Hi, everybody. My gosh, you're so all amazing. I am Marcela. I am the mom to Isabella, who's 16, Maximo, who is 13. I am the wife to Hanan, who is a very active man, and I have a very high pressure corporate job that you know, adds to all of us as a family having a very full-on life. I love cooking. I say that is my my therapy. I always strive for, you know, for supporting us as a family to have healthy lives, because we have a lot of output daily. And I always looked for, you know, looking for good ingredients, buying local, trying to get organic food, you know, trying to find the best. However, in the back of my mind, I always knew that that was not enough, but that was what is there, right? And there was nothing else that I could see that could tick that box until I talked to Joe one day. And things happen for a reason, right? I'm a great believer of that. And Maximo, my son, was diagnosed 3 months ago with type 1 diabetes. All of a sudden, he was the most sporty guy, never ill before, and if he had a call in, you know, in the last 5 years, that was a lot. And all of a sudden, we were hit as a family with that diagnosis. And at that point is when, talking to Joe, who I knew before, she mentioned Juice Plus, and then Susie also, you know, started talking. And you know, it was like, oh my goodness, how didn't I know this before? You know, and hindsight is a wonderful thing, but I thought, if I would have known this before, would Maximo be where he is now? Would I have an underworking thyroid? You know, and all those things. And for me, it was a no-brainer. Everything Chloe said on that first call resonated with me. There was no one thing I could say I didn't think about, or it didn't make sense. So I decided there and then I was going to take my family on this journey. We were going to go on the capsule because it made complete sense. Also, you know, when you are busy, when it is impossible to just capture the goodness of what Juice Plus has, you know, offers in with the best will in the world. Even if you cook every day and you try to just, you know, find these fruit, veg, and berries in ingredients. So anyway, I thought I'm going for this, no question. You know, my family, each one of them has to have it immediately after, right? And now looking back, it was like bing, drop, bing, drop. It was like, obviously, I am a great believer that friends are the family you choose, right? So I thought, oh my gosh, this is not gonna be, I'm gonna be able to stop, right, sharing this, because I know, well, whoever knows me knows how passionate I get about stuff when it really resonates with me. And I thought I'm gonna start, you know, talking about this and with my entrepreneurial head as well. I thought, how amazing if I could have a business that makes people's lives better. I mean, it's ridiculous not to go for that opportunity. And I thought, I need to sign up as a partner. And within my first month, I grew into the business. I got, you know, my friends as customers, because for them it was the same. It was amazing talking to them and seeing the transformation in their faces as I was talking to them. The same as it probably happened to me when I was on that first call with Chloe, and I talked to Joe and so on. And yeah, it's, you know, I'm definitely going for you know, 100 plus and so on. I mean, for me, there is no stopping now, because every person in this world needs to know about this. It's just, it will not give justice, you know, to the purpose of the lives we live in if we were not to share that. So anyway, I think, you know, is transformative. It kind of makes the impossible possible in a way, right? Whatever you thought that it was something that you couldn't achieve with you know, with getting your immune system in check, with getting the energy levels that you need. You know, for me, within days of literally 36 hours, I think, after I took the capsules for the first time, I called Joe and I said, I cannot really pinpoint, but you know, that dizziness, like I get, you know, at around 4 or 5 o'clock in the day when I start being exhausted, so it's not there anymore. I mean, I can see clearly. Even my vision, for me, it was a vision thing, right? I can see clearly. I can actually think, and yeah, and I was getting to nighttime, and I was not shattered, as well. So anyway, it's awesome. It's awesome. I cannot be thankful enough, and the fact that I know now that I can support Maxim's journey with his diagnosis, that I can get, you know, easy. She's a teenager with skin issues, and you know, within a month already, you can see that those spots that were never going are starting to just diminish. And I think it's because of the goodness that you give to your body to be able to just cope, right, with everything that is coming at you. So yeah, I could talk forever, so you need to stop me.
Oh, no, it's lovely that you're so excited, Mara. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's great to be working together. Oh, James, over to you. Thank you, Mara.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very, very much indeed. That was amazing. And it's always such a big thing to come on a call and to tell your story. And you just did that so beautifully, eloquently. So well done. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you, Chloe, so much. I mean, that marketing plan that you present is the best ever, really, honestly. I think a lot of people don't really grasp the marketing plan, and you just presented amazingly. So thank you so much. Good. All right. So let's just move on now. And we've got a wonderful speaker coming up now. She hasn't spoken before, but she is really, really highly recommended by Sarah. And so we're so pleased to welcome Kirsty. And Kirsty is going to talk about mindset. So this is such an important part of life, not just business, but life. And I think that's one of the great things about our business, is that we can grow so much in personal development as part of being in the business. It's a great added benefit. So I'm just going to introduce Kirsty to you now. So Kirsty Thompson, she's a QSSC. She's a mum of one to her little boy, Tyler, and she joined in 2016 for an extra income to quit her part-time job and have more time freedom to spend with her family during the last 8 years. She's in the last 8 years since she's been able to quit her part-time job, she now does this full-time from home around her busy mum lifestyle, determined to build her business to N&D, helping other mums to create a life on their terms. I love that, living life on our terms. So it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce to you Kirsty, and Kirsty's going to be talking to us today about mindset. So Kirsty, welcome.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, James. Morning, guys. I'm super excited for this call. It's been an incredible morning already so far. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, so it's been an incredible call so far. I'm super excited to talk to you about how to get your mindset right. It's a topic that I'm actually really disciplined on. It's a non-negotiable for me, so it should be a non-negotiable for every single person on this call today. So as you know, it's super important that we need to be making sure that we look after our mental health as well as our physical health as well. And that starts with your daily morning routine and how you set yourself up for the day. So when you're getting out of bed in the morning, guys, you don't want to be scrolling on your phone first thing as you get up in the morning. You want to kind of stay in that state of mind, and you want to spend a few minutes in the morning to visualize what it is that you would like, how would you like your day to go, what your goals are, what your intention are, and what your vision is, and really lock in with that. Envision that all happening for you, and really feel it and connect with that higher power before you start your morning routine. I personally get up an hour early before my whole household. Some people might think that's a bit crazy, but for me, I have to have that solid hour of doing my mindset and my self-development, because I really want to improve my mindset. So having that solid hour is really a non-negotiable for me. Obviously, I don't recommend everybody to get up an hour early, but obviously just having that solid hour for yourself will do amazing things for your mindset and obviously your mental health as well. Sorry, one second, guys. Just lost my notes, one sec. So make sure you find somewhere within your day that is best for you to be able to fit in that solid hour. Like I said, it doesn't have to be first thing in the morning, but just make sure you're getting it somewhere within your first 24 hours would be incredible. I personally like to start off my day like that because it gets me in that right positive mindset to be able to go about my day to help other people. So I'm going to take you through what I would usually do to kickstart my morning routine for a growth mindset and how easy it is for you to be able to adapt it to your day too. So firstly, like I already mentioned, you would want to visualize first before anything. So you kind of want to visualize what your goals are, how you'd like your day to go and all of that. I usually follow that with a meditation straight after that as well. Depending on obviously how much time that you have, obviously if you haven't got time in the morning, you can obviously incorporate somewhere throughout your day. So that would be number one, is visualizing. Number two would be journaling, guys. Journaling is basically a free therapy session, guys. It's what me and my team say. It's a free therapy session, and it's where you're going to find most of your answers that you are looking for. We already have them within us, guys, and it just takes us to be able to do that inner work, asking ourselves the questions on how our mind works, how we think, and things like that. So you just need to be doing that inner work with yourself, and you can do that by self-reflection, doing some sort of shadow work as well. This will also help you to grow, manage, and control those things that are going on in your life and in your brain. So I really couldn't recommend that enough. Just a few things that I actually wrote in my journal that I thought would help you guys as a few questions is I ask myself daily, what is occupying my thoughts, and is that productive and is it useful? How I feel daily is another question I ask myself. Do I have any bad habits that I would like to change? What areas in my life need the most work? And what small changes can I make to my daily routine to be able to improve my mindset and my mental health? Now, you can also journal about like your health goals, your business goals, your personal life. And there is no right or wrong way to journal, guys. But obviously, whatever you're thinking and you've got going on in your head, it's great to just get it down on paper. And obviously, if you're new to journaling as well, there is some incredible prompts that you can get online that can help you with what questions and stuff that you can ask yourself. So number three would be gratitude, guys. Gratitude is super, super important. Writing out a list in the morning of all the things that you're currently grateful for, and being appreciative of all the little life blessings that we have. You can't have more if you ain't already grateful for what you already do have in your life, guys. So just make sure you're taking a little 5 minutes just to write out what it is that you're grateful for every single day. Number 4 is what you listen to matter, guys. It has a massive impact on your mindset. So obviously making sure that you're locking in on podcasts, you're listening to motivation, you're listening to audiobooks, and you're also locking in on those Zoom calls as well, because you want to be staying close to that buyer. Number 5 would be affirmation, guys. When I first got told about affirmations, it was a bit of a weird one for me. Like, and be very, there is a few ways that you can do affirmations. You can obviously say it out loud. You can also think them in your head. You can also write them down on paper as well. And something I like to do, I like to put out little affirmation cards as well. So that's another great way that you could do your affirmations. Number 6 is reading every single day. Now, reading is super, super important. It's a great way to obviously grow your mindset and to grow your knowledge as well. I'm literally in my reading era at the minute. I love reading, and I'm going to also recommend a couple of good books that you can read for your mindset as well. So I would definitely recommend to read. You could, even if you was to read like 5 to 10 pages a day, guys, like you roughly reading like a book a month, which for me, I think is absolutely incredible. Number 7 would be having that self-belief, guys. You need to have self-belief, and if you don't have self-belief, then it's something that you do need to work on. You need to have self-belief not only within yourself, but you need to have self-belief in the product. You need to have self-belief in the business. You need to have self-belief in your team and the mission that you are on. Because if you don't have that self-belief within yourself, then how do you expect your clients and your team to have self-belief in you, that you are going to help them to get these results? So really start with having that self-belief within yourself and the mission that you are on. Number 8 would be a strong vision, guys. We hear this all of the time. Your why should make you cry. We've already heard it on the call already today. But just mapping out your vision. What is your goals? Get your vision board done. What is your 3-month goals, your 6-month goals, your 1 year, your 3 year, your 5-year goals? And another thing that I would really recommend to do is a visualization statement. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like writing out a letter, like statement to yourself, what it is that you would like to achieve from the business, and write it out as in like you've already achieved it, but really go into details. So how does that make you feel? What is that going to do for you and your family? And really write out that letter, and every single morning and every single night read that, because it's really so powerful. It's already giving you it's already empowering you first thing in the morning. Like reading out your goals and your vision, and as in like you've already achieved it, is so powerful. So I really couldn't recommend that enough. And it just goes without saying, guys, just make sure that you're fueling your body with good nutrition, exercising and getting your steps in as well. It's also going to boost your mood and your mindset as well. And if you're living the mission, you already be doing those things anyways. So remember, guys, 80% of your mindset, 80% of your success comes from your mindset. So you need to be making sure that you are getting that self-development armor ready for you guys. It is super important. It's what's going to get you through the dips, the challenges, and that throughout life and business. So you need to be making sure that you're getting yourself equipped with the right tools. Mindset journey is a journey that you're on alone. You're locked in your brain 24 hours a day, guys, and it's going to try and take control of you. So you need to be being disciplined with yourself, and you need to tell yourself where it is that you want to be. How are you going to be getting there? And keep reminding yourself on how important that is to keep going. And that is really going to give you the momentum as well. So just the more you focus on your mindset, the more consistent you are with that, the more you will grow, and the more that your mindset will shift. Just believe in yourself, surround yourself with like-minded people, do the inner work on yourself, on your self-development and on your mindset. Accept that challenges are going to happen along the way, guys. Like predict that these things are going to happen along the way. So just accept that you're going to have, there's challenges that are going to crop up, and that is what's going to help you to grow anyways. And mindset is incredible on YouTube, guys. YouTube is absolutely incredible. You can learn a lot from YouTube as well. It's a free tool, so I really recommend you to make sure you're utilizing that as well. A few books that I would recommend you to read, guys, is The 5 a.m. Club. I absolutely love that book. It's an incredible book. And The Miracle Morning, The Secret, Manifest, and Manifest Dive Deeper. Ross Cumru's whole collection, but specifically his mindset book, is absolutely incredible. And The Mountain Is You, and Atomic Habits. And I thought I'd also share, guys, that I am actually running a self-care group at the minute on WhatsApp, which is basically just focusing all on like self-growth, mindset, and self-care. You get a self-care guide on arrival, which gives you a little self-care routine that we're doing. And we are literally in there every day, loading it up with like mindset, motivation, podcasts. We also load in some like gratitudes and journaling as well. And it's open to everybody. So if anyone would like to get added into there, you're more than welcome to get added into that as well. And that's basically all I've got on mindset for me.
Oh my God, that was absolutely incredible, Kirsty. I mean, really, you have covered so many really interesting points. And it was a masterclass. It was a masterclass.
Thank you, James.
Yeah, in mindset. No, really, seriously, it's very, very good indeed. And, you know, we all need this so much. You know, it's absolutely critical. I think possibly since the pandemic, we've all become a lot more aware, haven't we, of our mental health and how critical that is. And so that was wonderful. Now, I believe that you've got a guest who's going to tell their story.
Yeah, I did have a guest this morning, but she's actually messaged me this morning saying that she had a family emergency. So I don't actually have a speaker today, James. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Well, not to worry, not to worry. You know, we hope all that works out for her. All right, so let's just move on now. And I'm really, really excited to introduce our next guest. And she is an absolute powerhouse in the whole of the Juice Plus business. I've known her for quite some years. And she's from Spain. And she's just so professional with our business and so successful. And she's a PMD plus, so really incredible achievement. So I'm going to introduce you now, Marina Tortosa. And she says, I signed up at the end of February 2009. I have 2 degrees in law and in political sciences. I used to work as a solicitor or lawyer. I became sales coordinator in 2 months and 17 months to NMD. So pretty impressive. I became PMD in April 2014 and PMD in 2024. So it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce to you Marina Tortosa, and she's going to talk about what it takes to be successful in Juice Plus.
James, hi. I'm trying to plug with my computer because I think my signal is very bad with the mobile. Can you just give me 1 second?
Of course.
Okay, beautiful. Sorry. It's I thought I might be able to do it, so I move into my computer, which is I feel more comfortable, right? Yeah, so just give me 1 second. Okay. Right. So is that So you should see me joining.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm looking for you joining. Yes, I can see you now. Yeah, you're it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Hello, good morning to everybody. Sorry for this this little delay. Thank you so much, James, for inviting me over. And it's always such an honor, and it's a real pleasure because I must be honest with you. When you always invite me to your boot camps or to your online events, it's like feeling that I'm at home. You give so much value, you give so much content. And all your guests are always very, very inspirational. I was paying quite good attention to what the people were saying. And I must say, I'm so happy because the quality, it's getting always better and better. So thank you so much for making me feel part of this house, right? Let's say it this way. With James, we share several projects that currently go underneath James. So many of the good things that are happening right now are due to some of the things that nobody sees, but everybody can feel, right? So with James, you started this way to quality, to go back to the product, to go back to the roots, and that's, I think it's critical, because in moments, as you were saying, after pandemic, where everybody is feeling uncertainty and they don't really see a future, coming back from a place where you have strong roots is the better place to be. So not only for the people that are already inside, but I always say that it is our duty to give a hand through our experience, through our example, to other people, so they might jump with us to this family and this community that is going to bring to them health, obviously, growth, certainty, and future. Right, so thank you. So talking about what it takes, first of all, many of you, maybe you do not know me. As he said, I'm Spanish, I'm 57 years old, and my previous professional background has nothing to do with nutrition, has nothing to do with network marketing, but I have a degree in law, as he said, and political sciences. I met this project, nothing happens by chance. So I think I was following my path, and I jumped into this call from the Juice Plus company. At the time, it was 2003, December, I will always remember. Just to work for them as a supervisor. So I started to work with them in January 2004 as a business development department. And actually, I was the first person to have the business partner program in, right? So I bumped into this, and I really, at that moment, I was not conscious that I was just meeting my dream. Since I was a little girl, I always wanted to make an impact, to do something big, to leave my footprint. And so I was, decided to do something. That's why I wanted to do the solicitor. But obviously, when you go to how the justice world is set, you find out that there's really no justice. So I found out that this is really a project where we can do all of the things I always wanted to do, to have an impact, to bring the future, and to put some justice in the people's lives. And that's why after understanding how it was working, I decided to start myself after through experience in different departments. So I must say, and I will go to the first point, I must say that I had the privilege, because many people, when they start, they don't feel safe. They don't trust the company. Maybe they don't trust the person. Maybe they don't trust the system. There's a lot of, questions and doubts and everything. In my case, and that was the first point of what it takes to success, is a trust and belief. I did not have none of those problems, because I knew perfectly the product. I knew what the background was. I knew the science behind. I knew the doctors. I knew the thousands of healthcare professionals all around the world sharing the product, prescribing the product, taking the product themselves. How many times have you seen a healthcare professional taking the product itself? Nobody. Normally, they prescribe, but they don't take it. In this case, one of the things that makes their prescription is stronger is because they're sharing with you what they already take. So I met other healthcare professionals. I met people working in this company. I know all of them. So I know from the management, I knew Shay O'Brien, I knew Simon. Actually, with Simon, he used to be my boss. He always says, and now I am his boss, right? So it's a good thing. So I developed a lot of markets, and I saw in this company such a big amount of honesty and clarity in that I've never seen before in such another company. You know, when you get into a company, you expect that there are secrets, that there are things they hide from you, maybe about the product, maybe about whatever. But that was all clear like the sun. I could see Jay Martin, our founder, and John Blair, and I thought those was amazing people to trust. They were amazing people to follow. I think they come from the future probably because they're playing something that is going to be quite important for the future. So my first point is completely believe and trust, rely on once that you decide to get on. You need to believe and you need to trust that we have the best product ever. I don't know what other companies do. I don't care. But what I know is there is no such a product that has the biggest amount of science that we have. It's nearly 50 clinical studies, and the quality also of the research centers and hospital, it's incredible. So we need to be very proud of it. It's not that I trust it, it's I am proud. I know what it does. I've seen in thousands of people changing their lives in many, many ways, physically, mentally, emotionally, and the last degree, spiritually as well, right? So I understood that the product was the vehicle to drive me to success. I thought, this is the best thing I'm going to do. So I'm going to say, if you want to change the world, I was reading yesterday, when I change the world, don't go and change it. So no, you change yourself. You get your experience, you get transformation for yourself, and then by your transformation, it's like you transform the surroundings, right? So, and then I was completely sure about our marketing plan. I know many people, they complain. I know many people, they say, I don't pay. You know what? The same people that they say that, they never tried, or they never tried hard. But what you need to understand is with the marketing plan, with the compensation plan, with our business model, there are hundreds, thousands of people that for decades have lived very nicely, independently, financial freedom. So it is the perfect vehicle to drive you from where you are right now, where you want to be. So that was, you trust it. Don't start to say, I would like this, why don't they pay? You just follow when the company, they put an incentive or they put no new rules or new things. It is because we understand that's the best way to go in that very moment. So you just go. So as I said, trust the product, trust the company, trust the business model that we have. Understanding that with all these three things, you are going to move from where you are now and where you want to be in the future, in all senses, health, financially, mentally, and as an entrepreneur, logically. So that was, when I started like, wow. I went like, as he said, I was like the fastest NMD in the European market, and we were being one of the fastest. And that with that belief, it helped me a lot to open the Spanish market. There was nothing happening there. I thought that's better for me. So I'm going to be the only one doing that. Many people tried, many good leaders tried before, and they never they never managed to get results over there. But I knew what it took, and I decided that it was going to happen, no matter what. There was a moment I thought they were going to close the Spanish market, and actually they told me they were going to do so. They said, but maybe you've noticed we don't give you support, we don't have anything, we are not quite interested in this market. I said, okay, that means I'm going to try harder. And that's what it took me to success. So it was like, no, I always say that the obstacle in the way, it is the way. So we normally, because we're in the comfort zone, we tend to be more time with what we like rather than what we do not like, or the obstacles that we find. And actually we should spend more time understanding why the obstacle is there, because your obstacle is going to tell you more about the business, more about you, more about your future than you have never imagined. So spend time with it and try to understand that overcoming it is going to lead you probably to one of your biggest talents, maybe to ways that you have never imagined before. And one of the things is your obstacle is going to show you that you're capable of doing many, many other things that you didn't know that you have inside you. So there was a lot of obstacle. I say, okay, let's go through the obstacle. And so that became my motor. So when you see an obstacle, I don't give up. I just see this is a way I have to overcome. So I will try 1,000 more times to see how it happens. Another thing that it's important if you want to achieve success is that you need to have a big vision of what you want, and you need to have a big why. But let me tell you this big why, and I have always seen it in big leaders and successful people, has to do with love, has to do with a positive impact in society. It can never be something that has only to do with you. So my vision was, obviously, I wanted to build a great organization, but my why was to try to help people to transform their lives. And if I could only transform 5 people's lives, those 5 people, they would transform 25, and then those 25 to 125, and then 625, and then it would be a tremendous and enormous thing all around the world. So don't underestimate the power that there is within your decision. When you make a real decision, when you see clear where you want to go, is you just follow your path. So clear vision. And if it doesn't happen the way that you want it to happen, do not change your vision, but do change maybe your strategy. Do change maybe your tactics. Try to make an evolution yourself. Try to become something or better than you were the day before. So the vision must never be modified, and it needs to be big, and it needs to be nourished, and it needs, to grow every day, but don't never modify. That has to do with your dream. That has to do with why do you do the things that you do, and that belongs to your inner self, right? So why modifying something that comes from within? So I had my bigger vision, and I remember being like dreaming with open eyes, right? I was like, wow, every day. And I was imagining things, and I was talking, and I would say, one day I would do, and I must say something. All the things that I imagined, all the things that I dreamt have already happened. So don't underestimate the power of your own vision. Nourish it every day. Try to learn more. When I think about my vision of this company and what I want to do with this company, I feel very proud. I feel like I have this sense of dignity. When the people, they say to me, well, this is network marketing, this is direct selling, I say, I don't care, whatever you want to call it. We are the Juice Plus company. We have nothing to do with the rest of the people. I mean, how many of you feel special? I do every day. I do. I mean, don't compare me to what other people they do or what other companies they do. We stand for quality. We stand for taking care of people. We stand for being family. We stand for clarity. And we stand for being reliable. This company was founded more than 50 years ago, and still every day they do their duty, they pay their commissions, they keep on growing, they keep on creating things for us. They're being able to drive us from the 70s, where the company was created, into the next century and so on. So this company is an amazing vehicle from, you know, what I said, situation where uncertainty, no future, no trust, to go to the opposite. This company is completely different. And when I say to people and say, I don't care, I am the Juice Plus company, and we are different. I'm not saying you're better, no, we're different. We stand for things that other people do not. And when I say quality, that's the biggest asset that we have. The quality, the science, the quality of the people, the quality of our management, the quality of our founders. And we stand for that. I always say I'm not a big leader because I was born like this, or probably it was, I don't know. I always say I was P&D Plus the day I signed up already. And that's one of my suggestions. So you do feel like you are P&D Plus, and then you will become, and then you will have where P&D Plus has. But I've been always P&D Plus. The day I signed up, I was already P&D Plus. And it was not existing, the P&D Plus. It was only, we could only do N&D. But I was, and then I became, and then I have. And it's only, I have more responsibility, that's it. So guys, be proud. Talk about the Juice Plus like something unique. Talk about the quality, the science, the quality of the things we have, and make the people feel special, because we are. Don't lower, please do not lower your standards, your level of, you know, vision that you have, but nourish it. And the third component of the big success, obviously, it has to do with yourself. It has to do with nutrition. But nutrition about what? Nutrition about your vision. You get more nutrition, you nourish it, you go to events, you handle your events, you read about the product, you read about the science, you read about whatever it happens. If you want to, you know, you cannot pretend to become a PMD Plus by being the same person that you were the day that they signed up. You need to be guided by this vision that you have for yourself in order to achieve what you want to achieve. So obviously that person that you are becoming, that vision that you are nourishing, is going to drive you to have more customer, more new distributors, and to create something really, really big. One of the things I always, and my team is well known for this, is training, continuously growing. They crave for personal growth. And many of them, they are not already in the personal growth path, but also in the spiritual growth path, which is, I think that's the highest peak that we have to look into, right? So becoming our inner self, becoming a better self, a better version of what we are. I think if you ask all of these big leaders, James and me, or whoever is in this Zoom, it is not about the turnover you get. It is not about the qualification. It is about that the person that you become in the process of growing. It is about that. Because, you know, if you talk about money, which is great, you talk about turnover, fantastic. Obviously, that's a responsibility to create wealth as well. But this is not what you really get. What you really get is the person that you become in the process of being here. I always say to people, if in 3 months you did not get anything from Juice Plus, you just resign, you give up. Now, I promise you, I mean, I'll give you everything back. I have not had in these 15 years, not one single peso coming back to me and saying, okay, give back my 50 euros or whatever I invested in the product or in the fee. No, because they always found that it was a good place to be in. Our responsibility is to create this environment for the people, continuously growing, continuously improving. And that's something that people are craving. People are really craving. And this is the ideal environment to do that. People are craving for evolution. People are craving for, you know, having a vision of the future. They do not see anything good for the future. And we are, I always say, the bridge in between where they are and us, you know, no hopes, no future. And then they say, okay, I feel like you feel, your story is inspiring me. And then jump into the other side. We are, do not forget, it can be only a simple sentence in the very right moment. Maybe that's the seed of a future distributor, of a future customer. So do never underestimate the power of one word in the right moment that you can see at the person that is expecting for something to come and give them a hand to make a decision. So we've been so lucky. We've been blessed with this company. We've been blessed with this product. What we need to now is to take our own responsibility and share with as many people as we can this fantastic opportunity. I say the business is the same. It's been always the same. There's no secret formula. This is only about taking massive action. If it's not perfect, even better, massive action. And it is only the action with your vision, with your trust, with this desire of becoming something bigger that is going to lead you from where you are to the massive success. So I don't think I've run out of the time. Am I okay?
You are perfect. I mean, Marina, that is unbelievable what you've just shared. I mean, that really is like a masterclass. And I mean, some of the things that you've said, I hadn't heard before, but they were like so incredible. So let's just give a shout out to Marina on the chat about.
Let me just add one thing, James. I feel I need to tell, and I say to everybody, lately I feel like that kind of, you know, like low thing underneath going, like everybody's feeling like, no, sir, I don't see. We need to get back this momentum. And I'll tell you exactly how you can do that. I said before, put some dignity in the actions that you do every day. Be elegant, be bold, be humble. But at the same time, you know, when you get into a room to talk about the Juice Plus, it's like, I am the Juice Plus, feel special. And if you feel special about being here, you feel proud, that person that you're going to talk is going to feel it, is going to vibrate with the idea of joining something never seen before. So just, I was like that. I don't care that people came to me like saying this and this and this is no good, and in Spain it doesn't work. I say, I don't care, because for me it's so important and it's so special. And lately I feel like people are or ashamed or they don't, you know, stop that.
Yeah.
To go back momentum. You need to go out there and be loud, not talk about with a small mouth, but be loud about us. Be loud. We have great role models in our business. The quality of the leadership is incredible. This is why other people come and try to take them with them, because they know that our quality as people, as values, as principle, as training is the best ever. So why not doing what we are up to? This is the only recipe to change what is happening right now. You get out there, you become loud, you feel proud of being a part of this, and dignify every single action that you do every day for this project, which is fantastic. Dignify it and vibrate with these ideas. And I can tell you, people are craving for that, craving in a world that is becoming always more shallow, in a world that is becoming fake. Being authentic, being bold, being humble, being for quality, being proud, standing for health, which is the biggest wealth the human being can have. It's screaming for freedom in a world that wants you slave of drugs, that wants you slave of a common thinking. Do not be like the others. The givers, the biggest treasure that we have is like being different as human beings, as people of this company, and as a company. Do not become a commodity, please. I think that's one of the problems that we have, James, in the last times. Becoming a commodity, becoming like everybody else. We are not everybody else. I have great role models. And I am the result of getting inspiration from James, from Sue Burdick, from Jeff Roberti, from Cynthia Gompers, from everybody. I am the result of them. So be more, be proud, be loud. And please do never let this company become a commodity, because we have a big message and we stand for real important things for the human being. So maybe it sounds a little, strong. I could talk for hours, but really we have a great responsibility with the human beings that surround us in a world that I say it's becoming more and more shallow, and a world that is becoming like, people are still craving for those things. So be proud and be loud.
Well, I've got to say, honestly, Marina, that was unbelievable. I mean, I have taken reams of notes here, but the points that you have highlighted are so extraordinary. And I will go back and listen to this many times. I think this was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So let's just bring it all to a close now, everyone. Unfortunately, Erin couldn't be hosting at the end. She's on her way down to Newquay for the Rhino event down there in Cornwall. But I just wanted to give a massive thank you to all of the speakers that have been on today. So obviously for Sue and Simon Bowler and Viney and Chloe and Kirsty and of course Marina. I wanted to thank all of the people that have come on who told your stories today. I know that's a huge thing for people to do, and we're so grateful that you're courageous to step up to the microphone to tell your story, because it uplifts and it just gives people so much value. And thank you to everyone as a participant today. Thank you for taking up your time to come on to be with us. We have recorded it, fortunately, and I'll be getting the recording out to everyone. But I mean, to me, this has been a staggering, amazing morning. Probably one of the best ever. And just so many really interesting things have been said. So let's resonate with it all. Let's take it all on board. Let's hold it within us, and let's allow what we've heard today to grow within us. This is such a beautiful thing that we've had this morning. So thank you, everyone, very, very much indeed. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody soon. And Marina, finally, thank you so much to you. Absolutely unbelievable. So we're so grateful. We're so grateful. So everyone, have a great Saturday. Look forward to seeing you soon. And onward and upward. And let's be loud and let's be proud. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.